Hey guys, Mark here, hope you're all well. Well, we're here at Crescent Yamaha in the south of England today, testing the all-new 2020 Yamaha Tracer 700. Stay tuned and I'll let you know what I think about it. Well, hi guys, and welcome today to a review on the new 2020 Tracer 700. I say kindly loaned to me by the nice guys at Crescent Yamaha here in the south of England. So straight away, let's get these specifications out of the way. This comes with the ever popular 689cc cross-plane 2 parallel twin engine used in the Tenere 700 MT07. Absolutely fantastic engine with a great wave of torque right throughout the rev range. This is putting out 72 horsepower at 8,750 RPM. Torque, it's got 78 Newton meters at 6,500 RPM. Price wise, these come in at £7,945. That's on the road. We got the new face, the new uplift aggressive look there with the projector headlights. I'm sure you'll agree that it's a pretty good improvement over the previous model. Tyres on these, you got a 120 on the front and a 180 on the rear, and good news, they come with Michelin Pilot Road 4s, which are pretty much the best in the business for sport touring. This is Euro 5 now. They've done a few tweaks to the engine, so say it does produce a really good spread of torque. More of that later on. A2 compatible for you new license holders, that can be restricted down. Seat height 840, quite tall. We'll talk about that a bit later on. Lightest in its class apparently, 196 kilos, wet weight, ready to ride. 17 litre fuel tank on this bike. Should be doing at least 60 to a gallon. I've heard that they're very economical, these engines, so you should get a range of at least 150, 160 miles, I would have thought. So these really are a jack of all trades, not too expensive. I do everything sort of bike, a bit of touring, bit of commuting, back lane scratching, whatever you want to do on it really. And obviously the obvious contenders in other manufacturers are the Kawasaki Versys 650, Suzuki's V-Strom and the Honda CB500X. So it's a new LED headlights, LED indicators. First thing I noticed about this bike when I got on it, it's got upgraded adjustable front and rear suspension, and it feels a lot better damped than the previous model, which was a bit of a criticism on the other model, I believe, but they pretty much sorted it now. They come in grey, red or blue. 6,000 mile service intervals on these, so pretty good, not too much time to have to spend in the dealer under the spanner. PCP offers on these £2,500 down, £89 a month on a PCP if you're interested. We've got a manually adjustable screen. I'll do that for you in a minute. I say new seat, new ergonomics, and I must say it is a real good improvement over the previous model. There's a whole host of Yamaha accessories for this, like a low seat, a comfort seat, bigger screens. You can get a centre stand, and they kind of do things called the urban pack, the sport pack, and the sort of weekend pack, which just basically gives you top box, panniers, screens and things like that. So guys, sure you'll agree, it's quite a smart looking bike there from the front. I think it's about time we take her out for a test ride. So guys, welcome aboard the all-new Tracer 700. Really be looking forward to this bike because I do like these well-priced, mid-sized kind of do-everything sort of bikes. So first off, when you sit on this bike, the handlebars are really nicely raked back, adjustable here on the 4 bolts, but they're nicely back here, and the riding position's totally upright, absolutely lovely. So this screen is manually adjustable. That's on the low, that's on the high. We'll talk about that later on. Seat height is 840 millimeters. Now I'm only a 5'7" guy, and the balls of my feet are well down, but my heels are off the ground. So it's quite a tall bike, but it feels nice and light, so it's not intimidating in the slightest. If you're very short, you may be able to get it lowered and get the lower seat fitted, but I think anything sort of 5'7", well up to 6 foot, you'll be absolutely fine on this. It's a nice roomy bike with a nice riding position. So they've got what's called a negative LCD display on that, showing you all the usual loveliness: gear position, clock, fuel gauge, miles per gallon, revs, neutral light, oil light, all the usual sort of stuff. So let's fire her up. Oh, yeah, so straight away, I love these cross-plane 2 parallel twins. Same engines used in the MT-07. It's got lovely bottom end pull, lots of torque, nice amount of power for everyday use. Really just a perfect engine for day-to-day riding, I would say. So let's see how she goes. So straight off, it's a non-adjustable clutch, sadly, but it's a very light affair, and the clutch bite's nice and early. And this bike is absolutely brand new. It's done about 50 miles, so still running in really. Gearbox feels nice and positive, and they say this bike is the lightest in its class. I have to agree with that. It feels very easy and confidence inspiring to chuck it around. So this is actually one of the hottest days of the year so far in the UK, and yours truly is out getting rather hot on this bike, but hey ho, could be doing worse things. So I say, kindly loaned to me by Crescent Yamaha. Feel free to have a trip down there. Really nice bunch of guys and loads of bikes to choose from, and a huge Yamaha demo fleet. Now, not all bikes you sort of feel at home with when you first get on them. They take a bit of getting used to, some bikes. But this, I felt instantly at home on it. Just because it's easy power, the riding position's nice, everything just feels where it should be. The seat feels great now. The suspension feels vastly improved to the previous model. And all in all, this bike I felt at home with within the first minute. Absolutely great. So let's just run through all the parts of the bike, like we always do. So, screen on this bike, first thing, a little bit disappointing for me. It's a bit small really. I think if this was my bike, and I would be interested in getting one of these, it's lovely, I'd probably have to change that. I'm only a short guy, but I'd like something a little bit taller. So yeah, the screen is a bit small in my opinion, and probably might want to get something a bit taller, but for everyone's different, and for a lot of people it'll be fine. The mirrors, wow, they are absolutely crystal clear. Lovely view of the road behind me, no shakes, no rattles, no blurring, really clear. The dash, obviously, it's not TFT. This bike is built to a little bit of a price, but it's very clear. Nice speedo, nice revs, all very easy to read at a quick glance. Now the riding position, they say on this bike it's got revised ergonomics, and I have to admit they've nailed it in my opinion. I'm totally upright, the seat is really plush and comfortable, doesn't feel too soft, just feels just right to me for my backside. Knees are into the tank, loads of leg room, not scrunched up at all and not really back at all, so top marks, I would say, for all the riding position, ergonomics, etc. Now all these roads around Dorset are pretty bumpy, and they say they've improved the suspension on this. Well, I can say yes, they have. It feels very, very plush now, very well damped. As it comes out of the box, I'd say this is perfect for me. Slightly sporty, not too firm, just nice, I would say. So this engine is the cross-plane engine, around about 70 horsepower, and the star of the show with this engine is it's just got so much lovely grunt and torque and pull from low RPM. I'm at 4,000 revs now, and if I just open the throttle a fraction, it starts to go. Very, very smooth as well for a parallel twin. We'll take it up to some higher revs later on, but at the moment 4,000 RPM, there's virtually no vibes at all. You wouldn't even think it's a twin, to be honest. And just changing direction through those bends back there, really feels, the handling feels nice and light. So that's nice. Right, we've got a clear road. We'll just try a front brake test. Bear in mind they're still bedding in. So yeah, they're nice and strong. Let's try the back brake. And the back brake's excellent. Some bikes, back brakes, you might as well not even have them. But yeah, that's really, really strong. That's good. Now all the switch gears, very nice. It's all very well put together. There's no sort of nasty fit and finish anywhere. So second gear now, 4,000 revs, open her up, 5, 6, change gear. Whoa! Yeah, forget high revs on this bike. It's all about 3, 4, 5,000 RPM is where the meat of the power is. Just coming around here, opening her up, 5,000. Yeah, great, really nice. Plenty of power for day-to-day use. So I've actually been on this bike for about an hour already, and no complaints at all about the seat. They've really done a good job on that, in my mind. So just try the brakes again. Yeah, really good. ABS obviously standard now across the range. Very, very nice light clutch. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, lots of grunt there. Lots of fun as well. Reminds me a bit of the Tenere 700 that I took out a few months back. Same engine. But just taking it down country roads like this, it's just really nice. The engine feels unstressed. You don't have to rev it. It's got a good turn of speed. I'm guessing top speed on this is about 125, something in that region. And I said you should get at least 60 to a gallon from it, showing 57, nearly 58 at the moment. So no quick shifter or auto blipper on this, all quite basic stuff. It's been built to a bit of a price, but the gearbox is lovely and sweet, very positive on the up and the down. Married up to that nice light clutch, it's really nice. So fifth gear, just winding it on out of this bend. Lovely. Woo! Yeah, great. So we're cruising along now, just under 70 mile an hour, 4,500 revs. Tiniest of vibes through the bars, and hardly anything through the foot peg, so it's very, very smooth for a twin. Very impressive. Okay, let's do some low speed running, check for the old fueling and any snatchiness in the throttle. So fifth gear now, slowing it right down. The twins aren't renowned for liking low revs, they tend to chug a bit, but this is, wow, 3,000 revs, fifth gear, you wouldn't even know this is a twin. It's very, very smooth. That's very impressive. Let's just take it down to 30 to simulate a town. Fourth gear. Again, very, very smooth and happy. No pulsing in the fueling or any surging. And the throttle, no rider modes on the throttle, but it's very nice. It's not abrupt or anything. It's just smooth and progressive. I really like this bike. I do like all of these style of bikes. Versus 650 was the same sort of thing, a bit more comfortable than this. Great handling. CB500X is a great one as well, very well priced and amazing economy. And the V-Strom, you can't go wrong with one of those. So they're all great. This just feels obviously that bit more up to date, and it feels very light. It feels the lightest out of the bunch, definitely. So 60 mile an hour now, just over 4,000 revs. Very smooth, lovely. So we'll just try some top gear roll on, shall we? So 50 miles an hour, top gear, open it up, full throttle, there's your 50, 55, 60, and it's going on towards 70, and that was quick in top gear. So as you see, that is the thing with the parallel twin. An uneven firing interval on these engines gives it that nice sound. So yeah, Yamaha do all the side cases, the top box, bigger screen. There's loads of accessories for one of these. You could spec it right up. So who would buy one of these bikes? I think if you just want a kind of a do-it-all bike, really. Obviously the MT-07 is a good £1,000 cheaper. More of a sort of a street bike. This is more of an all-rounder tourer, without having to sort of break the bank with these bikes these days that cost, you know, upwards of £15,000. Okay, so here's a little test. Fourth gear, see how it gets past the car. Fourth gear now, full throttle. Woo! Very quick, very easy, very effortless. So guys, I think Yamaha have nailed it with this, to be honest. Yeah, the previous model was good, but this is just this is like a total remake, really. It's just the way it feels, lightness, the suspension feels better, a lot more plush, and the seat feels lovely, and all the ergonomics, handlebar position, legs is really nice as well. I'd happily ride this all day, quite happily. Let's just take it up to 6,000-ish revs just to feel if there's any nasty vibes. As I said, yeah, there's a tiny bit coming through the bars now, but nothing to worry about. So top gear is quite a nice, relaxed cruise actually. So just about 60 mile an hour now. Yeah, it's a really nice engine speed, very relaxing. Lovely mirrors, all clear, really good. Nice strong brakes. Really good bite actually on the front, really good. And most of all, it's really good fun. I could quite easily see myself loading this up with panniers and going touring. Obviously no cruise control on this, or electronic suspension, or rider modes, but doesn't matter. It's brilliant the way this is set up out of the factory. I think for me, I would just get a larger screen. I'd prefer the screen to be up about there. Yeah, it's really, really good. Very chuckable around those bends. Obviously, it's a tall, commanding riding position. You can sort of see over all the hedges. That's a great overtaking power, really impressive. That brake is excellent. You can just sort of trail brake into a corner, really good. Loads of punch. Yeah, 4, 5, 6,000 is where you want to be working this engine. Very, very good. It's really good fun. Good chuckable fun around these bends, especially when the weather's like this. So second gear. Yeah, it's very, very responsive, very keen, lively engine. I think if you were, a very tall guy and you're looking at bikes, like MT-07s and Ninja 650s and the like, they're all a bit small, those bikes in the legroom. This is much taller. I think you'd be better off looking at one of these really for you guys that are well over 6 foot tall. Yeah, the gearbox is very, very slick, and this is a brand new bike, so it'll only get smoother. That was really nice. I think we'll wrap it up now, guys. Pull up down here, nice quiet little road. That was superb. Yeah, it goes into neutral nice and easy. No problems there. Side stand feels nice and substantial. I'll see what she's like to take off the side stand just to push around. Very, very light. That's impressive. When you sort of lift it off the side like that, it's very light. Almost like the CB500 Honda. So we'll just do a little final walk round, guys. Just some final thoughts. So there we go. Yamaha Tracer 700. Sort of jack of all trades bike. A little bit of touring, commuting, weekend fun. Really do like that. I say the seat's nice now. That they got the suspension sorted, preload adjustable, and rebound. Nice strong 4-piston caliper brakes there. ABS, pedal discs, great tyres as standard. Nice to see those on there. Michelin Pilot Road 4s. Do like the headlights on it now. Nice that it comes with handguards, adjustable brake levers, nice. So guys, what are your thoughts on that? The new 2020 Tracer 700. Please feel free to post all the comments down below. I always try and reply to as many as I can. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and this bike. Please subscribe to my channel, and feel free to share this video around the place. So this is Mark signing off again, guys, and I shall catch you again in the next few weeks for another review. Take care, guys. All the best. Bye bye.